What up, kaiju friends and fans? Billy Kaiju King back again. Let's take a look at this little feller. Let's take a look at this little feller. This is the Deforeal series. Godzilla 1954 train biter. Little small fella. Got this from, I want to say, thanks to Scott Kendall. He is the guy that I got this from. Great trusted seller, by the way. Buy with confidence. If you buy from Scott, he's a good guy. This came out multiple years ago. God, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago, probably, offhand. Really cool little Deforeal figure. I love this series. I had to almost sell a lot of them, but I've recollected a decent majority of them back now. Glad I have, because I like this series. They're pretty cool. Depicts Godzilla 54 with the train in his mouth. I always thought these were really stylized. Any of the train biters are stylized. It doesn't really look like the Godzilla necessarily suit in the film, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Hell, the big train biter looks like GMK, to be honest, right in the face to me, if I'm 100% honest. But this kind of does too a little bit. But the big train biter that I had previous, and the new one's coming out with the green color. I pre-ordered it. They kind of look like GMK in the face to me, but it's classic. This is the OG Godzilla. You gotta respect him no matter what, y'all. Let's take a quick look at him. The tail, I see how it curves. Kind of goes straight back with the curve in it. Little tree bark skin sculpting looks pretty good on him. Baby dorsal plates on his back look cute too. Little pudgy body here. Toenails, hand claws, midsection. Train, he's holding the train in his left hand. Goes up into his mouth. He's clamped down hard on it. Very dull looking, plain looking eyes. Kind of a pretty much a black and white feel to this guy, because it was a black and white movie. He looks pretty good though, overall. Neat little figure here. Set him in my hand for. We'll do some comparisons with this little fella. Let's move on to that now. Alright, y'all, here's the Bandai Banpresto and Shrine Monster Series Godzilla 1954. Alright, a couple more comparisons. We'll do that now. Alright, y'all, here's the xplus 30 centimeter Sakai Godzilla 54. One more comparison, or a couple more. We'll do that now. Alright, here's the face planter Deforeal Gamera 99 Nightmare Gamera, Trauma Gamera. If I didn't have him, his tusk leaned up against that train, he would fall flat on his face. He will not stand. Alright, one more comparison. We'll do that now. Alright, y'all, here's the big one. The gigantic Deforeal Godzilla 54 train biter. Pretty similar figures, not totally 100% exact to one another, but really close. Alright, I'll move on to some final thoughts here. Let's do that now. Alright, everyone, xplus Deforeal series Godzilla 1954 train biter. It's a pretty cool little figure. Glad I got it. Thanks again, Scott Kendall. It's pretty cool. Got it a minute ago from him, but just now getting around to doing a quick video. I was actually going to do only a short, but I didn't discover it in my archives when I had this before. I couldn't find that I had done a video on that Deforeal originally, so I thought, well, I'll just do one now. Alright everybody, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everyone who tunes in. This is Phil the Kaiju King. Y'all have a blessed day. Talk again soon.